Hey everybody, it's Crappy here. Hope everybody's doing all right out there. One of my go-to strategies is the cold table strategy. I think I have another video up called Double Your Money Fast, and that was basically this strategy. This is not a big profit strategy. This is one that you can grind out for a long time. If you lose, you will lose a small amount most of the time. If you win, you're going to win a small amount. I recommend playing at a higher level, so I'm playing at the 25 level. And what I've got here is 10. There's $1,000 here, 10 units. You don't need that for sure, but what I want to do is keep up with how many times we win, how many times we lose. Okay? Just to kind of get a small sample size of what it would do. But you can sit there and grind this thing out at $10 level, $5, anything. You can just keep playing it, and if you do lose, like I said, you won't lose a whole lot most of the time. There's no guarantees in anything, especially in craps, but it's a pretty safe strategy. But if you're looking for big profits, this isn't your strategy. Okay, just a second. Not if you play it for any length of time. But it's one that you can just play. Sometimes if let's say I bought in for 1,000 and the table was just terrible and I was down to 500, I'll switch over and play this and try to get my 500 back over a long, it might take a couple hours. And a lot of people don't like to stay at the table long. For me, I live a long way from casino. I get to go to the casino maybe 6 to 8 times a year at the most. So when I'm there, I got to put my time in, and I go there knowing what I'm doing. And most of the time I come out ahead or even. So I think I've only lost a couple times that I've went in craps overall. And never big, because I'm very disciplined. All right, and that's the key, being disciplined. All right, we got enough for 10 shooters here. And the way this thing goes, we got 4 units per shooter. That's a rule. 4 units per shooter, maximum. We will not use any other chips. If we lose these chips out, we lose them out. We go on to the next shooter. But you will take any winnings you make and add to these 4. Okay? So don't keep it, to where that's all you have is these 4 to play with. No, you play with your winnings too. All right. We're going in the don't pass to start. I'll kind of show you guys how we go. All right, coming out. We got a craps 3. Look at that. That pays me. Now we got 5 chips in play. All right, coming out. And we hit a 6 the hard way. Now we're going to the come. And this is one of the advantages of this thing. If a 7 comes now, we get paid here and here. That's what it's about. I usually don't play odds on anything. I've never tried it with odds. Now, it might work with odds, but I haven't tried it. I usually just go with how it goes. I'm mainly using this as a hedge, and you'll see how it works here. Here we go. We're in the come. All right, and there's the 7. Look at that. That's a good time for the 7. Everybody else is losing their money. We get paid in the come and the don't. So we made $75 on that shooter on extremely terrible shooting. That's why I call it cold table. All right, first shooter. 175. You're going to need that because some shooters you're going to lose on. So we're going to come to shooter number 2. We're going to lay 4. If this is your chip rack, just lay 4 units up there. That's how I do it. That way I can keep up with it. All right, we're going on the don't pass. Shooter number 2. We'll get more into it as we get going. All right, here's a 9. All right, I'm going to get 2 come bets set before I go to the don't come. All right, here we go. And we did it again. Look at that. This is an extremely cold table. We win here and here. We made $50 on this terrible shooting. Look at that. Shooter number 3. We could do that all day, but it ain't going to do that all day. Trust me. All right, coming out. All right, there's an 8. Now we're going to the come. And we're going to go to the 4. I want to get 2 come bets set. Going to the come. we're going to the 9. Now that we have 2 come bet set, we got our don't pass, we have a chip left. As long as we have a chip left, we're going to the don't come. Now we're very vulnerable right here because we only get paid here on that bad number. And we get an 8. Doesn't really help us at all because we lose our don't. Now we are out of chips. We could grab more. Oh, no. Nope, we're not. If we're shooting, we're passing the dice. We're a rule. Never use more than 4 units per shooter. All right, we're coming out. Everything up there is still working. And we hit a 5. All right, here we go. And we hit an 8. That knocked our 8 don't off. We're very vulnerable now. We need to hit a 4 or 9. And we hit a 9. We're back in the game, baby. Just when things look gloomy. All right, we can't go on that don't pass still. We only got 1 come bet set, so let's place a come bet. We want to get 2 set, then we'll go on a don't come. There's an 8. Now we have a chip left, we'll go in the don't come. And we hit a 4, which is great. It's going to pay us on that 4. All right, we got 1 come bet set, 1 don't come. We don't have our don't pass because we didn't have a chip at the time. You see how the money comes back to you? I want to get another come bet set, so we're going to go 2. And this is a good thing. Right now, if the 7 comes, we get paid here and here, and we'll make a little profit. And we hit a 6. It's going to travel to 6. Now we have a chip left. I'm going to go in the don't come. Here we go. And we hit an 8. That is great. We get paid on the 8. Now, we can't go in the don't come because it's not a come out. We got 2 don't come set. I think I'm going to hold with that because if you get more than that in there, the only advantage you have to going in there now, if you do knock one of these off, you get to replace it and you'll break even on that bet. That's the only thing. But right now we're just shooting for a 6 or a 7. We really want a 7. And we hit a 3. We hit a 6. Look at that. Getting paid on the 6. All right. What do we do with our chips here? Are we shooting for the don't come, or should we try to get come bet set? We got some chips. Let's play. We'll try to get a come bet set. And we hit the 7. Perfect timing to hit the 7. That's what the 7's about. That's a hedge right there. But once it gets set, it gets set. We win here, here, and here. On that shooter, 1, 2, 3, 4, we made 125 in profit. Now I'm going to tell you, that is very rare. The way those dice roll worked out, that's pretty rare that we make that much. Usually it's 1 or 2 units. So that's nice. That gives us a nice little cushion. All right, so far we've won on every shooter. It ain't always like that, just so you know. All right, we are coming out. Here we go. And we hit some snake eyes. It's going to pay us. We're going to add that to our pile. Now we got 5 chips to work with. All right, yo 11 giveth and taketh away. We lose on the yo 11 on a come out. And we hit an 8 the hard way. All right, now we're going to the come. 2 come bet set. All right, there's a 6. Going back into come. 2 come bets, and we'll go to the figure out. Whoa, look at there. Gonna knock off that 6 and get paid on that 6. Gives us another unit. We're going back into come. We want 2 come bet set. Midnight, not good. Lose it on that. Loses on craps numbers in there. There's a 5. All right, we still got a chip left. We got 2 come bet set. We got our don't pass. Going into come. And we hit a 3. That'll pay me. All right, we got another chip over here now. We hit snake eyes. Look at that. Usually that happens in the come, not in the come. Now we got more chips. Here we go. And we hit a 3. Look at that. 3 craps in a row, baby. That don't gonna happen too often. All right, gonna go to the 5. That's why I like to have 2 comes set. That way, the chances are when my don't come comes, it'll hit it and we'll get paid. Looky here. We got a lot in play. All right, now we have our don't pass, we have our come, and our don't come set. So I like to have 2 come bets set before I go in the don't come again. So let's try to set another come bet. And we hit a 5. A little sad we knocked that off. That's how it goes. All right, we're going in don't come. We got 2 come bets set, so we're ready to go in the don't. And we hit a 6. Look at that. Worked just like I wanted it to. Got paid here. All right, now we got 1 set, 1. I want 2 set. So let's go in the come again. And that gives us a hedge, so we can make a profit on this roll. There's a 5. It's going to go to the 5. We're going to get paid on the 5. Look at our chip pile over here. Going to the come. When we get 2 set. And we hit a 6. We keep knocking off those don'ts, don't we? All right, we got 2 set, so we're going back into don't come again. And we hit an 8. That is not too great. Going over there, lose in there, lose on the don't pass, but we're coming out. Now those will be working on the come outs. And we hit a craps 3. That'll pay me. We hit a yo 11, giveth and taketh away. We lose it on there. We'll come out. And we hit a 6. It's going to go to the 6. We'll get paid on that 6. All right. I want 2 come bet set. We got 1. That gives us a hedge, that 3-way hedge. 7 pays us on all 3 of those right now. Oh, and there it is. Look at that. We lose here. We win here, here, and here. Now we've had 2 rare things. There's our original 100. We made 150 on that one. That, I'm telling you, that don't happen all the time, so don't expect it, okay? So far, everything is going great. We are starting another round. Shooter number 5. All right, you just pick the pace up. We're gonna have to be overtime if I don't. There's a 6. Oops, that's supposed to be on there. Sorry guys, I forgot that. All right, now we're on, so we're on the don't pass. Now we're in the come. 2 come bet set. 6, not too good. Knocks it off, we lose here. Go right here, coming out. Hopefully we can hit a 6. Instead we hit a 3, that makes me happy. All right, we get paid right there. Get paid on 2s and 3s here. 12s are barred. Lose on 7s, 11. All right, there's a 7, that's a lose. I said the word, didn't I? All right, replace it. As long as we got chips, we'll replace it. And there's another 7. Not too good. There's a craps 3. Send it back to me. And we hit a 10 the hard way. All right, now we only got 1 chip left. We'll go into come. And we 7'd out. We lose here. Win here, win here. Break even. So 4 chips. Break even on that shooter. All right, shooter number 6. We are coming out. We are on the don't pass. We got a 6 going in to come. We get a 6. That's sad, sad, sad. We lose right here. But we replace it because we have a chip coming out. There we go. We got a craps number. We get it back. Giveth and taketh away. Coming out. And we hit a 6. Look at that. Ain't that sweet? Gonna go up here to the 6. We're gonna get paid on the 6. All right, now we're gonna go in the come. Try to get 2 come bets set. Here we go. And we hit a 6. It's gonna travel the 6. We're gonna lose on the don't. We're going back on, and we rolling. Our 6 is still working. Hopefully we hit another 6. Instead we hit a 5. All right, going back into come. Try to get 2 come bets set. There's an 8. All right, now we got 2 come bets set. Don't pass. Going in the don't come. Here we go. Gonna go to the 6. Exactly what I wanted. Going over here. We get paid here. All right, now we only got 1 come bet set, right? So I want 2. And then we got that trifecta, I call it. 1, 2, 3. We get paid if this 7's out right here. This is the time we want a 7. And there it is. Who can call it? Crappy called it. All right, we lose this 8. We win here, win here, win here. And that's ours too. We won $75 on that shooter. All right, we are, and I'm going to tell you guys that we should have had a losing round in there somewhere, but it just didn't happen. It's just the way the dice roll. So far we've been winning, and we only broke even once. We won on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and broke even on 1. We haven't lost at all. I shouldn't have said nothing. All right, here we go, coming out. And we got a 6 the hard way. Now we're going into come. We get 2 come bet set. Gonna go to the 5. Going into come. And we got a 9. All right, now we got them set. 2 come bets that are don't pass. Going into come. Don't come, I mean. And we hit a 6, which is bad news. We lose right here. Now, we don't have any chips left. If we're the shooter, pass the dice. Do not dig into your money over here. That's the rule. All right, we're coming out. That stuff will still be working. And we hit a yo 11. Good thing we didn't have a don't pass, right? And we hit a 9. That is nice. We get back in the game. All right, we got 2 chips to work with. All right, we got 1 come bet set, so we want 2. Right now we'll break even on it if 7 out right here and make this here for profit. And we 7'd out. Who calls it every time? Lose here, win here, win here. We made a $25 profit on that one. This is an anomaly, guys. I just want you to know. Most of the time there'll be 1 to 2 losing rounds in here. So far we've been doing excellent. All right, we are coming out. Crabs 3. That will pay me. Oops. And a 7. Giveth and taketh away. All right, here we go. And we got a 6 for a point. Going in the come. And we hit a 5. Gonna travel the 5. Going in the come. Let's get those 2 come bets set, and then we'll go don't come. There's a 12. That's a loser. All right. And we got a 3. Oh man, that really hurt me. All right, we have no chips left. We can't do anything. All we can do is hope for a 5. A 7, we will lose $50. Or 6. 4. We do not want a 6. 3. 8. Come on, 5. 10. Midnight. 8. 8. Hard way 8. There is the 7 out. Okay, we lose here, win here. We lost $50 on that shooter. All right, we are on shooter number 9. Breaking out our 4 chips. Remember, in your rack, your chip rack up there, set your 4 chips out in your rack like that. So and then add your winnings to it, and when you're done with that shooters, file that away. Get you 4 more out, okay? All right, rolling on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 6 the hard way. Oops, I flipped it. All right, going into come. Let's get 2 combat set. There's some snake eyes. We don't like snake eyes right there, do we? All right, going back into come again. There's a 10 the hard way. Been rolling a lot of hard ways. Going back into come. And we hit a 9. We are out of chips. We can't go to the don't come. We got our 2 come set, so let's hit a 9 or a 10. Come on. And we hit a 6. It's our point. We're going to lose on the don't. We do not have a chip to go back on the don't, so we can't. We just chill out. For a shooter, pass the dice. All right. And we got a yo 11. And we got a 4 for a point. Okay. And we got a 6. We need a 9 or a 10. We got a 3, 9 or a 10. There's a 6. 6s are hot. There's another 6. 6s are hot. And there's a 4. Oops, it rolled over, but it was a 4, you guys. It was leading it up like that. That was our point. We do not have a chip to go in there, so we're just coming out. Those guys will still be working. And we 7'd out. Womp womp. Our first losing slot. Completely lost them all. All right, shooter number 10. We are in overtime, 21 minutes now. So it won't take long, and we'll add this up and see where we come out. All right, last shooter. Going in the don't pass. Let's make it a good one. Come on. And we got a 6 for a point. Going into come. Here we go. Repetition. Going to the 5. Going back into come. Let's get 2 combat set. And we 7'd out. Not bad. Lose here. Win here, win here. Get $25 victory on that. Okay. This is pretty rare. Most of the time you would lose 3 times to 4. We lost $50 one time, lost it all one time, broke even one time, made profit on everything else. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, let's see where we stand total. One of these racks here is 500. We started with 1,000. Like I said, this ain't a big profit strategy. So there's our original 1,000. Here's our profit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 375 in profit. And you can literally play this for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And it works. It's so weird that it works really good when the table's really cold. That 4th roll is your most vulnerable time when you first go to the don't come, because you only have the hedge here. But then in that case, you only lose 50 cents unless, you know, if you hit a 7 there, that just makes it bad. So we turned to 375 profit. Look at that, guys. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to be making a few other ones, but this is one of my go-to strategies. Try it out, man. And you don't have to do it $25. You can do it $10, $5. Yeah, and I recommend, shit, if we were playing with black chips, that'd be 500. These chips can be any color. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would have made $1,500 in profit if we were playing with black chips. But there is risk in any craps. Don't let anyone ever tell you there isn't. And I can't control how these dice roll in your particular situation. But if you get on a table sometime and you just feel disgusted, like, God, not again, dang. Take your 4 units, whatever you're playing, lay them in your rack, and go on that don't pass and get those 2 combat set. All right, y'all. Crappy says, don't crap out.